Hello everybody. Okay, so now this is part two. Part two involves double layered bows and a bow using lace top and bottom, which is the ones that you've seen me make on Create and Craft. So first of all, the double layer. I'm going to use a little thin ribbon here to make a little bow. So through the slot, what size? Here we go. This size, that size. Okay. No, I'm going to go the next size. This is the trouble with this bow maker, it gives you too many choices. I'm going to do a triple, take it through again, through the middle, just as we learnt in the last video, pop it through the middle and tie your knot, just as before. This time we're going to take it off the bow maker completely, so take it off like so. Okay, I'm just going to trim it so it's neat, and I'm going to pop that just to one side there. Now I'm going to use a satin ribbon and I'm going to do a triple bow with this one. So just as before, we're going to do, let's do that sort of size there, I think. Oh gosh, the decisions. So we're going to make, I think, a double bow would be enough. So we'll chop off as normal, like so. Okay, so this is where it gets complicated. So this is where you need to poke it through the middle, take it through, flip over, and this is where you lay your bow over the top. Now I like to put a sticky dot on there, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop a little sticky dot on the back of my little bow. This just holds it all in place. So I'm going to pop that in the middle, like that. Just get my tails either side. This is the one I just took through the little hole in the centre of the bow maker. I'm going to pop it through, flip it over as you do normally, bring the ends up and just tie my knot. Give it a good tight pull and then take it off as you normally would. Now that's tight because I tied it really tight, so we'll just ease that off. Okay, so there we have it. So this is where I would trim my ends, make it a little prettier. That's it. And there you have a double bow in satin at the back, a triple bow at the front, made out of the nice thin ribbon, and you can really whoosh that up, make it pretty. And then you can put a gem in the middle, so maybe this pretty gem. I'll put a sticky dot on the back and we'll do this properly this time, because this is the effect you want to start getting with your bows. So you might as well see the end result. So there you go. Now how gorgeous is that? Okay, so now we want to do the one with the lace. So this time I'm going to use this ribbon here. I always keep it on the reel, you know that's the best way, because that's the way you're going to save your ribbon, and so you'll have little bits left over for other projects instead of them popping them in the bin. So with this one I'm going to catch it again and I'm going to do a double. So one, so it's an over and an under, and I'm going to catch it there. Okay, so you can see I've caught it both sides, top and bottom. Okay, then you get your second piece of ribbon. I pop it in the top slot and that holds it still for me, and I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger, so I'm going under, over, under, over. I'm going to do a triple, under, over. I'm going to cut it now. Take that ribbon out of the way. Now this is where, instead of popping it through the hole, I'm popping it in that second slot to hold it. So all of that is now held, okay? And that's what it looks like both sides. Now what you need to do is unattach that first lace ribbon that we put in there, and all I'm going to do is bring that across and do 2 loops using the lace. So that's 1 and that's 2. So I've made a double one at the bottom as well. It looks difficult, but it's not, I promise you. Attach it in that slot again, like so, and then your hand's free. And I'm going to cut that end off, because that's the end of using the lace. So that's how it looks. It looks complicated, it's not. We'll do it again just to make sure. Now I'm going to make my wraparound and my knot. So I'm taking the satin ribbon, because that's the one I want to show on the front as my loop. So I'm picking it up and popping it through the hole, bring it up through the middle just as before, releasing the other side. So I've got 2 satin ribbon tails in my hand, and I'm going to tie my knot. Now, can you imagine we have, oh gosh, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 layers of ribbon here. So we really want to make a nice knot. So that's my knot. I've still got the lacy tails here, top and bottom. So bring those through. Place one there. Place another one there. And then what I do is I hold those down, and then I do another little knot. Okay? And that holds everything firm. So just as before, you then slip it off your bow maker, and there is your fabulous, fabulous double, triple, double loop with the lace at the top. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So if you do that, you can do that with any lace. This is double-sided. It makes it a little easier for you to see. But now we want a beautiful gem. So maybe we want that one. Oopsie. Maybe we want that one in the middle. I'll put a glue dot on so we can see what that looks like. There we go. Pop that on there. And there we have a double, a triple, a double. You can see the effect it's made. Just needs a little bit of buffing out either side, like so. So you can see how beautiful that would look on a card. And because you're taking the ribbon off the reel, you're not wasting any. You're making exactly the right length that you need for your bows. I hope that's been helpful. I'll go through it again on another video. Thank you for watching. This is Lizzie Daddy Curtis with the Bow Maker. Bye!